He's gonna get some money from it.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Seth. This is Joseph Gordon Levitt and Anna Kendrick, and we are in 50/50. We are going to be answering questions that people have sent in to Moviefone, and when the word unscripted comes up on the screen, we will ask each other a question of our own choosing.
And you're going to watch it.
Yes. For some reason, you might watch it, yes. Were you worried people wouldn't find the humor in a story about a young man facing cancer? Asked David from St. Louis, Missouri.
Well, David.
I was hoping so much you would do that.
I was not worried. Perhaps you've seen some movies like Pineapple Express or Superbad or things like that. I was pretty confident the movie would be hilarious, especially having read the script and hanging out with these guys. I was not worried at all. I was just concerned with making it feel honest and real, and knew the humor would sort of follow along with that.
You played Joseph's on-screen therapist. If you had to analyze him in real life, what would your diagnosis be? Asked Marty in Sioux Falls.
If I diagnosis, like diagnosis.
Yeah, diagnosis.
Like,
it implies something's wrong.
That you need treatment of some
Not
kind.
prognosis.
Which I clearly do.
I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with Joe.
Good answer.
Good answer.
I think Joe is a perfect specimen.
Yeah, Marty.
Yeah, Marty. What
the hell, Marty?
Does he see weird, Marty?
You know, if I had to diagnose you, Marty, I would say...
diagnose your face.
What was it like to shave your head on camera? Says Bonnie in New York, New York.
Well, Bonnie.
That will never stop.
No, it's fun.
It's just fun.
The cool thing about shaving your head on camera is that normally when you're making movies, you get a take 2 or 3 or 5 or 10, and that sort of provides a safety net, and it's comforting in a way, but to do it without that makes it extra exciting, because we just rolled the cameras and actually shaved my head. You can only shave your head once, it turns out.
It seemed to me in that it seems like you're really going for it, like you really just wanted to get it over with. Am I misreading that, or like, because I would feel like if I only get one take, I'm gonna like
make a meal
kind of half do like one thing and be like, whoa, let's talk about it for a little while.
Strip by strip. I think it was slower than it's portrayed in the movie. Like,
well, sure, yeah.
Yeah,
I
assume there was a little more footage, but like it just seems like you're plowing through. I was like,
he was going for it.
It's impressive.
It was shocking. That look on my face is completely genuine. I was like, I could not believe it.
What is the biggest thing about producing that you learned from Judd Apatow?
The collaborative nature that we try to use on our sets is what we learned from Judd. And it's something really like I think we took for granted for years that he was even doing until we started working with other people and realized that they didn't do that. I mean, even when we were on Freaks and Geeks, I mean, most of us were teenagers, and he would come to every actor and ask them what they thought of the scenes, and if he thought the dialogue felt weird, he would call the actors in the scenes into his office and have us improvise the scenes. He would just say, throw the script out, just do this how you would do it. Say it exactly how you would say it. You just got caught smoking weed from this guy. He's your guidance counselor. Just pretend this is the conversation that you're having. And it worked really well, and it made it really natural, and it was funny, and funny stuff would happen, and we just thought it was a really great way of working. And then as we got older, we realized not that many people did that. So it was also like kind of a unique way of working. It seems so simple, but just so few people do that. Do you do any research at all when preparing for a role in a movie?
I guess for this one, I sort of just went through Jonathan Will, so I'll forgive you for not knowing this as my producer. No, but for this role, I met with a woman who does work similar to Catherine. And
oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See? And was it helpful?
Incredibly helpful. She was amazing. She wrote out a whole file, like as though Adam were her patient.
Really?
She like went through the script and was like, this is what my file would look like on Adam. I still have it.
That's amazing.
And like I looked at it before I started doing press because I was like, what was I doing when I was making this movie? But especially she was really great about talking about all the stuff that she felt that she did wrong when she started out.
Oh, wow.
Which was great.
That's really
to know.
interesting.
And part of that was like touching her patients.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
There you go.
In 50/50, my character tries to use cancer as a pickup line. What's the worst pickup line a guy has ever used on you? And by the way, I'm not asking you this, but Alex in Baltimore is asking you
Oh,
this.
Alex from Baltimore. One time a guy told me if we went out, I would never have to work again. That was like his opening. Because I think he was drunk, and he was like, I'm like an investment banker, and like, I was like, what is happening?
That's
Like,
crazy
he thought that was like a really strong play to like open with.
Never have.
You
You know that
would
job you
listen.
love. You can.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Is-
it wasn't based on like, he didn't know what I did or anything. This
That's
was like
so
years
funny.
ago.
But that's probably worked for him in the past.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm sure in Los Angeles.
That's
I'm
the
sure
sad
that it
part.
has. I'm sure that it has worked. But it was on Halloween actually. So like, he was like really drunk, and I was like dressed, crazy. He was dressed crazy.
Anything goes.
very
He'll never have to
surreal.
work again.
Listen,
What was he dressed as?
I don't know, like a gladiator or something.
Right.
Of course.
So since you play yourself in the movie,
Yeah. Essentially.
was there ever a discussion? I'm sure there wasn't, but was there ever a discussion about somebody else playing that role? And if somebody had to, who would you choose?
Oh, good question.
That's a good question.
Me, pick me.
Yeah, Joe. There wasn't. I will say in the time where we temporarily had no lead actor and desperately needed one, there was a 5-minute conversation that was about me shifting over to the Adam role and potentially finding someone. We were like, well, would it just be easier to find someone to do the slightly smaller role? And it was literally a 5-minute conversation, and we were like, that would be the worst that anyone could ever do. But if someone else could play that part, I don't know.
Or play you in like
Play me?
the movie of your life? Seth
I
Rogen.
think Chris Pratt is very funny and kind of like me a little bit, in a good way. Jonah knows me really well, so maybe someone like that. Evan could probably play me in a movie. I would
When's Evan
imagine.
going to be in a movie?
He's in the background. He doesn't want to be in any of them. It's like
That's crazy.
really disappointing.
Yeah, why not?
Isn't it? It's like really. Yeah, I wish he would, because it would be so ridiculous. He's so goofy. It would be wonderful to see on film. But yeah, he won't do it. But my final answer is Daniel Day-Lewis.
Nailed it.
Yep.
And he would.
Oh, we're done.
Oh, right, that's me. So, well, thanks for sending in your questions. That was really interesting. And I highly suggest and recommend that you go see this movie that we're in called 50/50. If you had to diagnose me, tell me what you think of me.
Borderline personality disorder. There's a laundry list.
Tell me
Obsessive.
all about me.